commonly feel stiffness, pulling, or discomfort around your SI joint, low back, outer hip, or even the outside of your knee? One muscle group that may be contributing is actually your lateral hamstring or your bicep femoris. This muscle doesn't just bend your knee, it also influences how our pelvis, hip, and knee move together. And that's because this lateral hamstring attaches our pelvis to our knee. So it can influence SI joint position, low back tension, hip rotation, knee tracking, and how our body loads during walking, squatting, hinging, or exercise. When it becomes overactive, stiff, or sensitive, our body can compensate by changing how we move through our pelvis, our hips, and how our knee actually absorbs force. And this can create patterns of stiffness, tightness, or pain that show up elsewhere. So, if this sounds like you, myofascial release may be something worth trying. It's not just smashing the bone and forcing it to relax. The goal is to give your nervous system input, reduce unnecessary tone or how much our brain is talking to that muscle, improve awareness, and create a window leading into our workout where our body can move with more freedom and create better balance between our brain and our muscles. So releasing is really only step one. To actually change movement long term, we need to know why that muscle's working so hard in the first place and personalize your workout and your warm-up so you can get more from your workout long term. But here's how we go for that myofascial release and see how it works for you. We are going to start off with a ball. I'm using a 5-inch ProTech orb. You can use a softball or a lacrosse ball. The harder the ball, the more pressure. The smaller the ball, the more pressure. You can give foam rollers a try, but they may be too big, and you're going to need a hard surface like a table, bench, or chair. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that ball and we're going to place it along the outside of our thigh. So we're going to run it along that lateral hamstring, not directly behind the knee, but just above and behind. And then we're going to shift our weight onto that leg, holding our hands underneath us so that our pelvis can stay semi-neutral. And we're going to roll along the outside of that thigh. Now, as we roll up the leg, I want you to find that most tender spot from just below your bum, fold all the way to the outside back of the knee, staying off those bony trigger points. But then we're going to find that most tense, sensitive spot. We're going to try to relax the leg, relax the body, and breathe, holding on that tender spot. And what you'll notice is as we hold and relax the leg, that tender spot is going to calm down and slowly relax and go away. All right, now we can move it slightly up or down into a different trigger point if we have a lot of them. But hopefully what you'll notice by starting with the most sensitive spot, that the hamstring will ultimately calm down. The most common spots are 1/3 towards the bottom or 1/3 towards the top. Now, it's really important that as we do myofascial release, that there's no tingling, burning, numbness, sharp pain, or pressing directly behind the knee. Now, after release, don't just stand up and move on. Retest something. How does your hip hinge feel? Does it feel smoother? How does your squat feel? Does your low back feel less guarded? How are your knees moving? At Kinetic Balance Fitness, I assess your movement patterns before to build and prepare a customized warm-up and workout to help your body move better and understand what your body needs in terms of mobility, activation, stability, and integration. Because that same tight hamstring can happen for different reasons. Some people need this release, some people need glute activation, some people need hip mobility or better pelvic control. And that assessment helps us do just that. But this release is a great place to start to understand your body better and move you towards better movement that can lead to stronger patterns and less pain and less injury long term. Give it a try and let me know how it feels for you.